And we're live. Man, it's about to get real. That's all I gotta say. Oh, tripping. All right. It's about to get real in the fields. So, for recorded purposes, um, transhumans versus humans. It's going to be the new norm, and it's going to be a game changer by next year. How to know the difference between, or are we making a big deal about labeling as transhumans? Yes, if there there's an RNA in the knowing that it will do, nanotechnologies. This is not. I'm not an expert in this subject, so in my opinion, I'm saying that it is correct, but you have to still do your research and put dots together. Because I'm going to tell you or teach you to use critical thinking. I'm not going to just tell you to do it and that's or just say something and it's gold. I want you to do some research too, so you can confirm it. Because somebody can tell you something all day until you can go and dig for it and see it yourself. Then that's where um, truth, um, things become truth to you in your opinion or whatever. When you see it again when you research it. But transhumans and human, um, I really wanted to call it the fight for battle, the battle for the fight for our Earth, because it's going to be that, because it's going to be two sides like segregation, um, the vax and the unvax. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a slash. The jabbers and the no jabbers. So it's already splitting and putting a wave, a separator in the middle of the mix, and the line has been drawn. Well, it's being drawn up now. The fight against the unvaxxed. Um, Truthfully, and only truthfully, this type of decision is your opinion, and it should be your decision. Whatever you do is whatever. You can choose to die if you want, and nobody cannot stop you from dying. So ain't nobody can just make you save yourself unless it was a place where you was at where it was rigged or a slave planet or something like that. Yeah, they will try to save your life to keep you here so you can continue being a slave, or to make you do something that that really harm your life, but they saying is there to help you. So either or, um, it's sketchy when you have somebody outside telling you to do something. Now, um, all the info is out now. Even the doctors, even more and more doctors are saying, and politicians, a couple one are saying that there is nanotechnology, and the RNA is a technology or whatever. I mean, you can use technology, use whatever you think that you can use to cure something if you want, if you choose to. But if you if it's not good for you, then or you have skeptical opinions about it, that should be your choice. So you have one group of people saying that you need to get the jab, and others saying that I don't think I should. It's different reasons why people don't get the jab. There's some people that don't get it is because uh religious beliefs, and others they don't take it because they want to take it, but they want to see the effects of others and see how it works first. Then they take it. Then it's some that, like me, that ain't gonna take it at all because I feel that my immune system, it does the job. I don't need nothing external helping me to do that. And if so, then if so, I mean, it ain't. It's a slave planet anyway. I mean, so what? Let me gamble and say no if I want, or whoever. It's supposed to be free will. We're supposed to honor it, but they're not honoring free will because I told you free will was a scam back then in the other video where I'm saying that the illusion of free will is just a couple of um, answers or solutions that they give you, and as long as you can pick more than one or three out the ones they give you, you think you have free will because you made a choice, but that's not free will. So, um, it's a war becoming upon us. They're fighting in New York in the streets. They're protesting because of the mandates. Mandates are illegal, and it should be illegal or unmorally in a human sense. Like this shit should be illegal. Like on paper and in the law, it's legal, but as in uh, uniform, it's disrespecting universal rights. Like as a human, as a spirit. So you are a spirit before you are a flesh human being. Don't ever get scared of anything. Don't ever make a decision that you have to do in the flesh that will hinder your spirit forever. If your DNA get altered in 2006, I believe if it serves me correctly that they passed a law to where if the blood is synthetic you can have a patent over it because he tried to get a patent over regular DNA, and they looked at him like it's crazy. But if it was altered a little bit, or if it was not exactly like the DNA, then yes, you can have a patent over that. Now, why would you grant somebody to have a patent over blood if you wasn't thinking about doing it? Because they was thinking about doing it. So okay, so all this coming out to where it might change your blood. So if it does change your blood, you would not be considered as a human. That means you will be stripped from all human rights. But in the beginning, they let you ride and think you're a human until they start checking. And guess when they might start checking? If you go to the FEMA camps, you will. If you go to the FEMA camps for any reason, from this day on, they're gonna be checking your blood and seeing what type you is. They're gonna be labeling it. This shit gonna be going on underground before it even hit mainstream, to where they're gonna be checking your blood type to see if you a human or a transhuman. They're not gonna use the word transhuman. They're gonna use a word that you're not gonna understand. So when that happens, then you want, right there in that moment, you're gonna think that wow, what happened? And the trick in the game is going to be hitting you like, wow, they have a whole list of paper rule of notes of rules, if and laws, if you your blood is not human. They already got a thing. So that's all you have to do is land into this position. Then they got a whole world for you. They already created it already. So if you don't have the human, um, they call it purebloods, which means the original blood or whatever. If you, it's going to be purebloods. Oh, damn! That's what I gotta do. I'm gonna edit this. Okay. No, it ain't gonna be transhumans versus humans. It's gonna be transhumans versus purebloods. That's what I was supposed to. And this is just my opinion. And this is just for entertainment. And this is how I'm gonna handle it. And then that and we just gonna all get along that way, because that's just how it go when you supposed to have free will. But so therefore, if your blood um has been altered, it don't matter in what reason it get altered. When they check your shit, and if it's altered, then you're gonna be labeled as a non-human. You don't get the rights. Now it's gonna be a big phenomenon. They're gonna try to act like this is a big phenomenon when they let the news out. When y'all say conspiracy theories, it's a joke. All our conspiracies are coming true. Ain't nobody saying nothing about it. Don't nobody want to talk about this. They hide it and keeping it hush hush. All the conspiracy theories are coming true. All of them, mostly all of them, and this will too, to where they're gonna let the cat out the bag, to where they're gonna have this label system and this whole system of blood and blood types, and you're gonna be labeled as a subhuman or a human, and they're gonna play both sides, to where um to the pure, in front of everybody, the pure blood's gonna look like that's the thing to be, but behind the scenes they're gonna be trying to gather you up because they really want you to be transhuman. So they're gonna be playing this role. It's gonna be a secret war, to where more people on higher levels getting sabotaged because they're pure blood or they're transhuman. It's going to, in years to come, it's going to become so big to where it's going to be like Bloods and Crips. And I think that those are the people in set, as in starting off the zombie apocalypse. See, this is just my opinion. It's all entertainment, hypothetically. The transhumans is just nothing but future zombies. That's it. That's if you survive. If your system, your immune system, everything is it can take it. You can take it and still live, and but you be going through little shit here and there, but you can still live. You're a future zombie. It's meant to kill you. You're already dead, but they want the zombie apocalypse to go to happen because they do this shit for entertainment and shit and giggles for shit and giggles. um, you have to go through a zombie apocalypse because of them, because they want to see you go through one. They want to see how individuals react to certain things because it amazes them because they ain't gonna go through the shit themselves, but they over you and have power over you. But you're the ones really doing the shit, going through all the shit, passing all the tests, being strong. They don't have to do all that shit. So you're stronger than blah blah blah. But we ain't gonna say that. But they're gonna have a split to where it's transhumans and the purebloods. And you already should know by now who the purebloods is, the ones that's the virgin who never got touched or whatever. Because they're gonna, like I say, they're gonna pull out the cat in the hat at the last minute. They're gonna have this system to where they're gonna have a blood checking system to where they're gonna be up transhumans, up pure blood, and they're gonna demonize the transhumans on TV, but behind closed doors get pat on the back, and the pure blood's gonna be like on TV. They're gonna have their back on TV, but be trying to get them to turn into transhumans because that's what they really want. Um, there's going to be it's already a psychological war. It's a psychological war. It's going to be a lot of bitter transhumans. Stay away from transhumans. They good now, but when the shit get labeled and shit got and the line be drawn and they found out they fucked up, they're gonna be mad at the purebloods and they're gonna be trying to take us out, do all types of shit to us because they're gonna be mad because they made a dumb decision and they're gonna be angry. That's what angry, miserable people do. They put other people down. So you gotta watch out. Now I don't know how to tell you when shit get this is future, if this is information for the future, the the fast approaching future to where everything gets labeled to where you can go pick it, where you can go down to your downtown and you already can see the line to where it's transhumans and humans because the jabbers and no jabbers is going back and forth. So right now, the jabbers are looking good and strong. They ain't looking good, but they looking strong or whatever. The ones that took it and ain't nothing happened to them, they out there repping the cause. But later on, they're gonna sing a different tune because they're gonna hit the switch. And had to go through some things. They're gonna be noticing now. It's people online. I'm sub to a couple of people on TikTok and on YouTube. This guy is particular on TikTok. Um, very interesting channel because he's telling his experience of being a targeted individual, and he claimed that they ejected him with on nanotechnology, and now they can see through his eyes. You know what I mean? They can watch him through his eyes. That's so he say, and he say that voice to skull technology, hearing that. And now he said he started hearing and going through these things after he started seeing and hearing these things. Voice to skull. There's a couple of people online ricocheting through comments saying that they're hearing the ringing in their ear after they took the hearing ringing in their ear, and it's like a irritating ringing in their ear. And um it's been going on for like three weeks. Irritating ring sound, like a frequency, like of a radio, which will be used powered by electricity. but it only happened after you took the. So he's going out on a limb, and I can't say his name, but he's going out on a limb, and he's saying that having skull, voice to skull technology being used on him. He hearing voices in his head. He hearing ringing sounds in his head. Um, he's being targeted individual, people coming out around him and stuff like that. All after he took the. So there's going to be a lot of transhuman people, in my opinion. I think they're going to be very angry at the purebloods out of jealousy, out of IQ and smart. They're gonna feel some of them are gonna feel so dumb to where they're gonna break down, and the rest of them is gonna feel dumb, and they're gonna get over that moment, and they're gonna use their energy to take out the blue bloods just because they mad. And it might can go back and forth with that. They can help both sides. They help their own. Then they might feel guilty. They help the blue bloods. It'd be like a psychological battle type shit. But it's going to be a versus. Okay. I'm not. I don't want it to be a versus. I hope it don't be a versus. But it's going to be a versus because I know this. These people are going to be angry and mad, and they're going to be trying to attack the blue bloods. Um, the blue bloods have no interest in fighting with transhumans because we are on a higher level of intellect and intelligence, and it's like it'd be stooping down to fight with you. There's no reason for us to fight with you. We're not mad at you. We understand free will. We not mad at you. It's just the fact that you just don't know no better, and we hope that you use the rest of the energy that you have, that your spirit has in this physical body, to use it for good. Because if I got tricked and I'm all like down, I use it for good. That's what good people do if they get tricked. They ain't gonna use that energy to attack the pure bloods. Um, the pure bloods is going to be attacked. They're getting attacked right now with this force mandates, and it's just gassing the people um who got the jab to thinking that they're superior and thinking that they are more intellectual and smarter, and they look at purebloods as stupid. So this is in the beginning. They're going to be feeling and talking. They're talking it right now. They walking around right now, looking at everybody like, why you're not getting the jab? You're a scum of the earth. You go run and hide, whatever. But they hearing all those facts about the mistake they made, and they get, instead of getting wiser, they get more angrier. And because, like I told you before, when you catch somebody, when somebody find out the truth of a lane or a path they've been walking down and invested in too far or too much, instead of turning around and walking that way all the way back, they say fuck it and just keep walking, even though they know they wrong. Because some people don't. Some people do that because they hate to show that they're wrong, especially about something big as in a belief, which everybody know you stood up for all your life, and you changed it. You know how hard that is. You got to tell everybody that you a Muslim or you no religion or you something else. You know what I'm saying? So some people secretly do it and just still hold the face, but it's a hold the face card, but it's a lot of people that will know they're wrong, continue to hold the face card up because they're in too deep. So the transhumans, they in too deep. They ain't nothing you can do to reverse it, and they just gonna be representing their side because they're stupid. And if I was on the bad side, I just say I was wrong. I won't be keep repping it, and I won't do shit like that. I deal with stuff when it comes. I don't be faking the funk and all that. I say I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be fighting for something that's wrong, which ain't gonna make nothing. I'm here to try to make the world right, which I already know they don't want, and it ain't gonna never happen because it was designed that way. It was designed wrongfully on purpose to make you trick you to thinking that once upon a time it was a beautiful place. It never was. It was created for these type of exercises we go through, unnecessary exercises we go through as a human, as a spirit being locked in jail on a physical body, on a slave planet. Now, being in a spirit being in a body, no, don't necessarily means that you are in jail. But it does mean that if the place that you are at is jail, so that's literally what it is. But so I say that to say this because mandates are like a form of jail. You telling me, you're making me, you're doing this, you're doing that, no liability, all types of stuff goes on, right? Um, so for a personal opinion to make, this is got to be it better be a serious one, or it better be a serious decision. I look at this as a serious decision. Some people just go do it willy nilly, you don't think about it, but anything you do, it has repercussions. So, um, so it's going to be a war to where it's going to get so worse. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. Another variant is going to pop out twice as bad. It's going to put more severity on getting the jab, time release on time, push people back into getting the jab because we have something out here twice as hard, twice as dangerous. I mean, you literally seeing people fall out. When you get to that point, that might scare you to go get one or whatever. Not me, but it might scare you though. You know what I mean? Um, so it's what this going to do is going as each variant. It's peacetime right now, but you can't really scare us with any type of variants right now unless that sucker comes out and it's going to be knocking people out. Because we got scared the first time and it worked, and we looked up. It ain't even it ain't really nothing. So now they came out with another one that didn't work out good, so they'll have to come out with another one. Maybe COVID-20. I don't know, but so as each variant gets worsens, and um, that's going to put more gasoline and more battery power in the backs of the transhumans to attack the the purebloods. So this is going to become this, and then purebloods is neutral. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to be offending anybody. We all on defense. It's always going to be the transhumans. It's going to be the ones that's going to charge this war and attack. And those are the ones that's going to turn into the zombies because literally you are a zombie right now. It's some decisions that you make in your life. It don't have nothing to do with natural, but it's some decisions that you make in your life. You can go ahead and consider yourself a zombie. You know what I mean? I call those operational functional zombies. You can function through day-to-day life, but you're a zombie. And that's exactly how they want you. They want you just smart enough just so you can just work and slave and give you these emotional scenarios that you don't need. They create these situations for you. So when it's gonna be back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, bickering and fighting until it get to that variant to where it just boom. to where they gonna be really no fighting like per se, because it's gonna be so loud to where you gonna stop and look like what the fuck is that? So and people gonna be taking cover and shit. So then, but before the deepest hour, the transhumans, in my opinion, is gonna turn into the zombies. I mean, that's just my opinion, man. We'll see if it comes true. Because if you flag me for something I say, and if it comes true later on, I'm suing you. I'm straight up suing you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to come out a couple of dollars. Cause you ain't gonna be playing, you ain't gonna be playing with us like that. You know what I mean? Like like come on, man. Like, what are we doing here? You know what we're doing. So don't never let for the pure bloods, don't ever let them scare you of being a pure blood. Don't ever let them scare you away from being a pure blood. And just hold out, hold out, hold up and hold out. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna throw everything but the kitchen sink. The last ace card they got that they know they can force you into a transhuman is to land up in a FEMA camp. Land up in the FEMA camp, and that's the process I'm talking about right now as far as the video I made as far as they're going to make you, we're all going to be homeless. And I told you in that video that they're trying to bump everybody down a bracket to where you be in need. And that's all it takes is a catastrophic event to happen to where you can land up in a FEMA camp. So if you land up in a FEMA camp, they have jurisdiction over you, and they can say you can't leave until you take the vax. Then that's how you can just stay locked up in jail. Hey, Lisa. It's another thing too now. The hospitals. If you go to the hospital, you ain't gonna leave without the jab. That's during a pandemic. It's peacetime right now, but when it's like, oh yeah, wintertime, the season is popping. If you go to a hospital at that time, you is not gonna leave without the jab, and that is unconstitutional. It's very personal. It is a touchy and deep conversation, but some people don't think it's that all that serious. This is a very serious decision and subject, and you got all the liabilities off the table. So it's like it's very deep because we tend to sit back and want to be on cruise control. You let them prepare your food, you let them do this, you let them do that, and you kind of like trust them. So now you trust them with this too, and it's like that's right. You got to be smart. This is an IQ test. So if you get the answer wrong, it don't matter. You can be a church person and you can go to church. This is how much of an IQ test this is. The pastor could even tell you to go get the jab. What you gonna do? Everybody looking at you like you better not go against. You better go with the. You better go. You gonna go against what the pastor say? This is why gatherings with people is important to them because the influence by if it's a group, if it's one ringleader controlling a group of people, a whole lot of group of people, then whatever he feeds them, then they will get. And if they have any problems with anybody in the crowd accepting what the preacher have said, the people that's in the circle is going to get them going. And come on, boom, boom. So it's like that's what gatherings are for. If you go to a gathering and they doing cult stuff, they're gonna be looking at you. You having problems picking up and doing the cult stuff. The master ain't gonna say nothing to you. You're gonna be the people in the crowd, like, come on, the people on your level, like, come on, we're gonna try to influence you to keep the go. So that's basically what it is when you're dealing with the matrix. You have hive minds, and you see movies when you see the devil in the movie, and all of them have hive minds. Whatever the devil think or say or tell them to do, they all do it type shit, like a monster in the movie or something type of shit. It's same thing in real life. Hive minds works in real life. Um, because they put a social price, social value on being with friends and groups and doing what everybody else say. That value is nothing. It should be no type of value. I know that's right. How do they say is nobody in the chat and you steady writing you dropping comments, Lisa, but it says that you're not even in the chat. So they be doing weird stuff, man, shadow banning or whatever. Man, I don't care. But look, man, it's about to be Bloods and Crips. Oh yeah. I know that's right. um, it's about to get bad. You know what I'm saying? You about to get tested. The Purebloods. That's all it boils down to. It don't matter if you white, black. It don't even matter no more at this point. It's all matter about the Purebloods. That's it. The Purebloods is fighting for the old world, and transhumanism is a part of the new world. You heard transhumanism before. They made a word um, called transhumanism because it was an action before the word. The action becomes before the word or the object. The object or the action comes before the definition of the word. This thing do this. So what are we gonna call this? So how the fuck they made a word transhumanism and it ain't been a thought or in process already? Transhumanism is a part of the new world where it's going to be grids, with grids, towers, grids. It's going to be a grid straight up network of control. They getting tired of us. We jumping up, talking too loud. We ain't working for these kibbles and bits like we want to, like we used to. And they getting tired of it and they want to bump us down a notch to where they can control us. Basically. That's basically what it is. They just want to bump us down to where they can control us and use us like cattle. Because you are cattle. You know that, right? You know you cattle, right? You know that? You know you cattle? Oh, okay. It's just your space is way bigger than the cow's little space. They don't have to. They don't have no big space. They don't have a career. They can't talk. They don't have no intelligence. But us, it had to be wider because we are intelligent humans, or so called, and we have to be on a bigger mass of land. But it's still herded just like the cows. How they look. We just on bigger land. That's it. We were cattle. That's it. Your soul been stuffed into a human slave planet. That's it. That's it. You gonna do nothing here but be going through some fucking pain, having some problem or some situation or altercation. Either or. Every fucking day is an opportunity for that. to bring your energy, keep your energy depressed, sad, doubt, fear, because so they can eat. They hungry. They hungry as fuck. And they ain't been eating like they used to, like the good old days when everybody was fucking sleeping shit, going to church and everything. And then they was eating like good. They're like, we ain't eating like the old days. We gotta change it up some. We gotta do this, we gotta do that. You know what I mean? They're gonna demonize the pure bloods. You a pure blood, they're gonna try to crucify you like Jesus, like the story of Jesus, okay? Not Jesus, the story of Jesus, okay? And they're gonna try to crucify you all because they're gonna try to demonize pure bloods because they already doing it. Because they telling you you ain't get the jab and you are affecting everybody's life. You threatening everybody's life. But if you get the jab, you should be good, right? So what are you up here pressing me to do the shit? Because that's what hive minds do. The hive minds repeat everything the media say, do everything what the media say do. And it just people are people think they're gonna get brownie points if they do this, and then you're going to be the first one slaughtered. You know what I mean? Because hey, Lady V, they're going to be what's going on, Lady V? Um, the transhumans, they're going to be angry. The transhumans, they're going to be more richer. That's for sure. They're going to have the money. They're going to have the money. Straight up. Pure Bloods is going to drop down a notch. They're going to be struggling because the networks there's going to be the networks are shrinking for pure bloods. They don't want us no more. They want the transhumans. It fits with the 5G, 6G, all that going to the future. It fits more with that what they want. Pure bloods is just like it's like a fucking problem. You know what I mean? So they're gonna try to come lock you up and do certain things, freeze your accounts, do all types of shit. Double charge you so you won't have the money to get the other thing you wanted to get because they eavesdrop and they know you needed something else too, and they did some shit to where you can't do that. They petty. They petty. Oh yeah. Oh boy, I got the sauce. Oh, they petty. Oh yeah, they petty. So you got to be strong. You know what I mean? You got to be strong. You can't let nothing in this physical world get you down because it's an illusion. So if it's something fake and you know it's fake, that's just like saying, have you ever been in a dream and you know you was in a dream and you got depressed? No. Or sad? No. Why? Or scared? No. You're not using no logic after you know that. I mean, you ain't using no emotion after the fact that you know that you're in a dream. You in a dream, you like, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's fake. I ain't falling for that. The same thing with real life. I ain't falling for that. Life is a dream. Life is clearly a dream. We got to stop being transhumans. You know what I mean? You have to stop acting like a human. Okay? You're not a human. You're a spirit. All right? Once you will realize that you're a spirit and not a human, you're not a human. Quit regurgitating what they taught you. Okay? You're not a human. You are what your spirit is. Okay? Not the flesh. This shit flies by. Like in 5 minutes, this fucking thing gone. You gonna tell me that's what you are? Just something that just flew through this motherfucker, and that's it? They teach you only got one life to live. See, they setting this shit up to where you just be stuck in a prisoner. You only got one life. Just think if somebody told you you live many lives and nothing you do here counts. It won't count on yours because it don't count because it's not a real. It's not real. It's not real. And if it's not real, it's got to be an exhibition. It ain't the real thing. It ain't the real game. If it ain't real, it ain't the real thing. It ain't the real game. It's just a fucking varsity Yeah, you can fall. You can lose all your chips. The stakes are high for you still, but it's not real. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You can jump up. We can jump up and take over the world and kill murders and take the land back and do it for the right reasons. I guarantee you, with nothing be on your soul. But you gotta think logically what you just did. You just turned this place into bad into good. And you have to use bad to do that because you had to go to war and kill, right? All right. This is a physical construct. Um, you might have to do that. You got 5 on it? What up, though, bro? You got 5 on it? Here go my cash app right now. If you got 5 on it. No, I'm just playing. Hit the cash app, y'all. I just posted it down there. I really do need it, man. I swear to God, I'll look out for y'all later, man. I swear to God. But the trend, this is a very deeper conversation. This is a deeper topic than you want to realize because I'm pre-talking. I'm talking in the future of what's going to happen. This is like the beginning stages. This is the stamping stages. We getting stamped. Transhuman, blue, pure blood, human. Exactly. But we're in a loop right now. You can't go home. You can't go home right now. You ain't been home in I don't know how long. Okay, because it's the dome. That's the reason for the firmament, the dome, to keep you in here. You can't go out and about and go home because you get recycle and coming back down here. That's why I say that this is a slave planet. You don't do nothing but go to the moon. That's the light you see. Look at the light when you go outside at nighttime. Look at the moon. It's the same light you're gonna see. It's that fluorescent color light you're gonna see. That's the moon. Remember that. Don't go towards the moon. You ain't going nowhere. We're going up. Then you be going this way. They be tricking you going this way. You see the light. Then you go right back down there. It is some holes like not cottage cheese, but Swiss cheese with loopholes where you can slide through and keep going. Then you can go home. But if you get in the track, because it's always they do it in a slick way to where it's always going to be your decision, your consent. As long as they can trick you, you still make the decision to come back down here and keep getting recycled. So if you keep going over there and you going out of bounds, you going to go home, they're gonna send somebody fly around there. It might be your mama who died or somebody you really looked up to. It's going not going to be really them. They're going to be using their face. Um, when your mama died, she don't look like that no more. She a spirit too. So I look like this as the time I use through this lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Another lifetime look different. You know, it's because of spirit. But they try to get you to sway you to come back over here and shit. Like, no, don't listen to them. Like, nope, bye, see ya. When you pass this world, as soon as you die, you turn right back into a fourth dimensional being because you wake up. You already a fourth dimensional being. You having to sleep. You having a dream, having and living this experience through a dream. So you really a fourth dimensional being, but in the dream, you a third 3D. Okay, so when you die, you wake up and like you a fourth dimensional being having this dream. Okay, so um but they're gonna trick you into try to come back down here. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna use all the tricks in the world to get you to for you to give consent to come back down here. That's all you gotta do is like, nope, 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 I don't wanna do nothing. They're gonna make you feel guilty. They're gonna say you have to do this to cleanse your soul. Nope, that's a lie. They all lies. Don't believe none of that shit. They lie, 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 lie. You don't gotta do shit to cleanse your soul. Your your soul got fucking dirty by coming down here and lowering yourself. Because this is the lower realm, the earth realm. You lowering yourself when you come down here. So when you don't gotta do shit here good to go to some other next level, you do that on your own time. You get no points, no credit for it when you consciously raise yourself. And that's gonna benefit you. That's good. So don't be thinking you have to come down here and do something and do this and do that. They tricking you, signing soul contracts, and they get to do anything they want because you signed off on it. It's all a fucking scam. But they want to change this into the transhumans because they have a whole new system already in place with the grids. With the grids, they're gonna know how to see what you can see. If they got nanotechnology in there, they can shut down your organs at any time. They can this is rumored now, entertainment purposes, hypothetical, whatever you want, allegedly, whatever you want to call it, to keep it safe. But it's rumors to have nanotechnology that change your DNA, that change you into being a transhuman. Because, like I told you, they're gonna be checking soon, and they're gonna be like, "Oh no, you're not human. You over here. You have no rights. Get over here." Then you might think that I say that, "Oh, you ain't gonna have no rights." They the ones might have all the rights, the transhumans, because that's the way they want to go. So it's all psychology. Everything is reversed. They're the ones gonna probably think they're gonna probably have the rights. The purebloods probably the ones that's not gonna have the rights. They're gonna be playing this shit like on TV, the opposite the way they play it behind closed doors. Purebloods behind closed doors, you the enemy. You're you know what I'm saying? But they might show a different light in front of the camera, whatever. So at the tip end of this transhuman versus human, like I told you, when this cat get out the bag, they're gonna be upset that they made that decision, and they're gonna be angry, and they're gonna take it out on purebloods. They're gonna, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be living better than you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be living better than us because that's the way of the world, and that's what they cater to. So, um, but they still gonna be shitting on us because they're going to be doing good. They're going to be going through all types of health situations, depending on how your system is. Depending on when you take the jab, at what point determines on how good is your immune system at the time. Okay, at the time, if you want to go take the jab, let me give you some advice. If you that to take the jab, go on a health run for 2 weeks before you go do it. At least give yourself a chance. Like you just been drinking every day, doing this every day, eating Popeye chicken, then you gonna take the jab? Them the ones be falling out. Stay away from that light. You are the light. You create the light. You don't go towards the light. You go to in the darkness. You are the light. You can create whatever you want, and you can go to other dimensions. Now you have to be in the astral realm for a little while to figure that out because they send us through retardation phases when you are born and when you die. So it's a fuzzy phase. Once that shit wear off and you start picking up where you know what I'm saying you left off at before, then you can do some shit. But and who knows what that is until you get to that moment. You know what I mean? Facts, Lady V. You know I kicks it, man. No, I'm sorry to break your heart. Jesus is not. You know what? You are right. Jesus is the light of life because he's the sun. Like, go watch my video. You are the dreamscape. You are the ritual, the dreamscape. I described in there. I laid it all out. It's already big YouTubers already stealing my sound bites about the son. Jesus is the son. I'm just like, wow, bro. This big YouTubers on my page, sound biting me, stealing my stuff. I'm gonna call him out in a minute. You know what I'm saying? He better not act like he said that shit first. I'm the first person said that shit. But Jesus is the son. He gives light. Every time you see a picture of the fake Jesus in the picture, because all them pictures is fake Jesus. They got the story of Jesus from a black man that stood up against the Matrix. That's it. Yeah, you go to a whole lot of religions, they have a Jesus in their own little way. That's suspect to me, dude. That cannot fly, right? You got 100 different Jesuses, and you don't think that. Or okay, whatever. But the story of Jesus, I like the story of Jesus, how he stood up against the Matrix. It's the reason why he got crucified, and they put that in the. They ain't even. That's not even in the Bible. Hold on. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They put that shit in there to scare you, um, to put fear in you to not become Jesus. That's why I be having titles sometimes, and I say become Jesus and not worship him. Is because I know that they put that story, they give you a visual every Easter of him being crucified. And because of that, you scared to become Jesus because they showing you a reminder. You can't even peep game that they showing you a reminder of trying to scare you with that. So they want you to praise him. You're supposed to become him. If everybody becomes the story of him, then we'll be going against the matrix and the world would be better. No, you want to praise him. Nothing gets done. You just land on your knees like it literally what it is. Talking to yourself, holding your two hands together. That's literally what it is. Literally. It's wishful thinking, but it's still literally what it is. Placebo effect. Some of the things that you pray and because of you. You know, the sugar pill, you thought the medicine healed you. The sugar pill, he gave you a sugar pill. You was doing it. Some people got strong willpower. They create what they want. You know what I'm saying? And other people pray and don't get not half of the things of the people who get out and do it. I can outbeat prayer, other than health wise, which don't be nothing but yourself healing yourself, but and with a placebo pill. But um um but when you you know pray, you putting yourself in a position. I had a video about praying. I took it down. Thought I was hurting a little feelings, man. You know, people don't want to wake up. It's hard to get angry. They don't want to know the truth. They don't know how to turn around. For me to get to this point, I had to tear down and reconstruct a little bit. You know what I mean? For real. It's not easy to do. Very hard to do. It's very hard to do when you are doing that with things that you've been living by your whole life. It's very hard. But you gotta look at this in a logical way. You know, emotions fucks you up. You got emotions in it. I love this, so you just made an unlogical decision because you love this. Okay, is that the right thing to do? No. Okay, well, I gotta back up this love because it's not the right thing to do. She's not right for me, so let me back up. Logically, I love her to death. Oh, I cry about she leave me, but logically, if I stay with her, I'm gonna die. So I gotta override my emotions with logic. You know what I mean? That shit is hard. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. But I don't discriminate when people say Jesus is the light of life. What about you though? You ain't you a light too? You dimming your light? Um, see if you know see my channel is an open channel. Now it's for the elite thinkers and critical thinkers. But yes, it's open for anybody else who want to come. And some people come not prepared and they see things and they just I know I helped a lot of people and I don't get no credit. And like I told you, when you spiritually growing and you do it for yourself, you don't do it to be get it pats on the back. Ain't nobody gonna credit you for no good. Okay. You did good. Who credit you? No one. You credit yourself. You credit yourself when there's nobody around to give you credit. You're supposed to get credit. Somebody's supposed to give you credit when you do something spectacular. That's logical. As humans, that's how we grow. When you be like, "Oh, I like how you do that. Yeah, man. Let's see you do it again. Let's see." Then you catch me 2 weeks later. I'm doing something. Yeah, man, you can do it. That's how we both grow. But when you come and just be like, "Oh, nah, man, you can't do that, man," and all that is negative. It's negative. We supposed to be, you know, we gotta hold ourselves accountable, man. when it boils down to it, people don't hold themselves accountable of the knowledge they know, and they want to pick and choose when they want to hold them up and fold them and run or fight. You got to fight every time. You got to stand up because this is a war. It's a informational war. It's different wars going on at the same time, but it's for sure informational war. And that's why I'm here now, because I'm tired of losing the information war with these clowns posting lies every day. Um, Nobody can't tell me about the Bible. I read the Bible front, back, side to side. I can tell you more about your religion better than you because I'm more aware than you in general. I'm gonna pick up shit that you ain't gonna pick up. I can look at you and tell you exactly what you need to be doing. And I can see clearly that they should be wrong as hell putting that book down here on this slave planet. I just gotta tell you that. It's a real nut trick job. And I'm gonna tell you, because I don't have this channel to sway you or to make you think a certain. I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. You have the right to believe what you want to believe, and I have that right too. Now, if you want to peep in and listen in to what I say, because I might trigger a magnificent thought in you, or unveil a layer off of you, you're welcome to stay and say your opinion. Always say your opinion. I'm always welcome to a healthy debate. I'm not gonna never block you. I had to block one person so far, and she was just going batshit crazy. Other than that, you don't have to agree with. You can tell me you do not agree with me, and I respond. And I'm just gonna prove my point to you. If I can't, then I'll just be like, all right, well, whatever, you know. And them type of people always come back around, man. I'm trying to tell you, Lady V. Even the Pope say this. This is why I just said this earlier. I just told y'all that when people find information that destroy their whole structure, it's just too much to rebuild, and they it's just like you don't want to flunk sixth grade, so you know what I'm saying? Instead of flunking sixth grade, you just gonna cheat and just be like, yo, you make it to the seven. You faking and baking on no shit in seventh grade because you ain't learned shit in sixth grade because you found out it was all wrong. And you faking and funking and all that. Instead of just flunking and just doing it over and letting them people go ahead. Because what you can gain can pass them all the way up, like I did, spiritually. Not financially yet, but spiritually, my spiritual dollars is in the millions. I give you my last. I give you my last. I'm like a superhero. Whatever I see wrong in the moment, I'm running. I'm fixing it. The lady just fell. I'm running over there picking her up. I pulled saved a guy life. I pulled a guy out of a burning car on the freeway. I had to stop the freeway, stop on the freeway, and pull this guy out of a car. I'm a superhero. I'm out here representing the way that I should because I know that I overstand this place. When you come aware and see everything what's going on, you overstand. When you overstand something, you know exactly what to do and what you expect. You don't know, you're confused, you don't know because you're trying to understand something. You're supposed to be trying to overstand it. That's what I'm saying, man. I respect your decision, but books, you got your information out of a book that someone wrote. So you don't supposed to get everything out of a book. We are all innovators and creators. You can write a book. So the book you wrote is from somebody else. The Bible is like a lot of books put together. So basically, just because it's a book, I'm gonna tell you, God did not write that book at all. Everything out the Bible is according to. Okay, according. That means rumors. Okay, I mean I can go all day with this shit, like common sense with it, but I'm not gonna do that. It's in a book. That's the only thing I'm saying. It's in a book. It's in a book, but anybody can write a book. I can write a book and start a religion right now, which I thought about, but I'm not gonna do it because ain't no loyalty. You know what I mean? Infiltrators come, they get paid to whack you or set you up or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I don't do organizations or groups. I don't do none of that. This is as much I'm in the streets doing it on solo dolo, and what you see from right here, that's it. Cause I don't trust people. You know, people can be bought. So they can be rocking with you 1 minute, the next minute they got paid to set you up. I don't do that. Too smart for that. And I already know this world can't be fixed. It could, but ain't nobody don't want to put in the work. That's all out bloody war. That's it. All out bloody war. Just like how they did to take over this place, it got to be undid like that. Somebody, the guy took your bike and beat you up, took your bike and went down the street. That's the way you're gonna have to get it back. You gotta go down and get your bike, whip his ass, and take the fucking bike back. That's it. Ain't no praying. Oh, pray. No, 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 no. This is the land of slaves, baby. Prayer don't happen. Prayer do not work here. It don't. It don't. It's just illusion. You thinking it does a placebo effect. You thinking it's working. Um, you manifest things, but it's rigged to where you're not gonna manifest no money. Only way you're gonna manifest money if you sacrifice something. If you do it secretly in your room, you'll get blessed. I know how to get money, but I don't sell my soul out. I got so many talents that can do it, and I know it's a sacrificial place. It's sacrificial place. You can sacrifice your dog in your own lonesome and pray what you want. I mean, manifest what you want, and you will get that shit. I guarantee you. If they know that you really love that dog, and you sacrifice that dog, I guarantee you're gonna hit the lottery. Guaranteed you. Take care, my friend. Always welcome back. But I mean, how can you? I mean, it's too much. The truth is getting out, man. People, more and more people. 20 years ago, I've been on this shit like 25 years. I was in middle school, like this is hell. Yup. Looking at the physical comedy, yeah, this is hell right here. Straight up. The kids was so demonic. I'm like, these kids are fucking demons. This is fucking hell. Too much stuff go wrong here to me to be like believing a book, to stay and walk in a straight line, and to fear a God like in a way that it's like slavery versus like not slavery, but it's like on a slave planet, get trying to worshiping somebody on a slave planet, putting pressure on you to walk a straight line. It's a suspect. It's a fact. It's a rig factor in that. Now, if this place was normal, equal, right, if it was just there's a law, right and wrong. There's a law. You say and think it's a universal law. Whatever you do wrong, it's going imagine you gonna pay for that, right? No. Only the slaves, the natives, or you have the blood of the native, which now is pure blood, pure blood, but only happens to the natives. The elites they get to do the same shit, but the same universal system don't work on them. They don't get paid for, they don't get punished for the stuff they do. I'm talking about they doing shit like 100 times worse than you. They killing babies and drinking their blood, taking their organs so they can live 20 years longer. Who gonna top that shit? Who gonna top the shit that they're doing and they're not getting paid for? How can you think that you're? I don't. I don't get it. After a while, you be like, wait a minute. Oh, okay, I see what y'all did here. Oh, okay. Cut me in. Cut me in. Oh shit. Well, whatever it is and shit, whatever it is, motherfuckers is waking up, but it's good and I like it. A little too way behind, but I still like it. Still like it. It's just going a little too slower than usual. We supposed to be at war right now. Bang, bang, boom, boom, boom. No, we just chill and relax. A chilled, relaxed society is already won society. You already they already won the war. That's why it's relaxing, chilling, and everybody cooling and shit. And they got the rules and they roll out their rules, their laws, their religions, their books, train you and mold you the way they want. Then I come, ba 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 ba, take it over. Then I lay down my religion, my rules, the whole thing. That's all it is. The winners rewrite everything. You know what I mean? And this is the way they wrote it. You know, they've never been on top before until they popped up on the scene, and they never been on top here before. But they running around, they showing their asses, they showing you what they're doing, they telling you you still not see online, people like this, I'd be like, okay, yeah, yeah. But if you was in a circle and shit was hitting the fan and we had to rely on our community and you was coming with that shit, I would sit your ass in the corner somewhere. I would sit you down. I would silence you. Like you don't say nothing else about nothing. Because you don't know shit. You will be distracting and stopping shit. You know what I'm saying? We need motherfuckers who talking, they know what they doing, talking about when we know, oh, what if this and what if that? Or we don't need to go to war, we need to pray. No, get your ass over there because we need to go to war. Go sit your ass over. We have to put you in jail so you can get some senses in your head. We got to go to war. Okay? If somebody come kidnap, if your neighbor come kidnap your daughter, not son, daughter, and put some more power, put some more shock value on it. Somebody a guy neighbor kidnap your daughter and you can hear her crying out the window at the top of your neighbor's window, talking about help me, mommy, help me, mommy. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go right up in that motherfucking house. You're gonna strap up like Neo in the Matrix when they came in and got Morpheus, and he opened up his goddamn suit. It was going all the way down to the feet. You will be doing that for your kid, right? If that happened, right? That's the same thing we supposed to be doing right now. 900,000 kids come up missing every year, and they don't even be found, and they just you know what they being used for. Ain't nobody doing nothing. Because technically it's like, well, it's not per se my kid, but the kids, yeah, that's messed up, but it's not my kid. Like, I don't have kids. And I'm fighting for your kids more than you fight for your kids. Because you know why? Kids are important. Kids are the future. You lose your energy, your spiritual energy as you grow up into the matrix. That's when they be like, oh, you childish. You still be sticking of dreams or dream. You still dream. Oh, that's childish. Oh, this get this work this job and don't worry about being special. That's the matrix talking through a hive-minded individual. Everywhere you go, if you woke, just like the Matrix, when Neo killed Anderson and he died, and the lady walked, and he's done from the area because he's dead. He got to need another host. What you think he do? Old lady walking down the street with some groceries. He'd take her body, come back and fight Neo. That's the same thing they do with, in real life. come use you for a minute to say something and do something, then leave. Or, that's what hive minds do. They are easily being controlled. You ain't watching none of my videos. I told you, we are built like a multiplayer controller. We are built that way, that if you're not controlling yourself, somebody will. You have to control yourself. That means two, not per se two people, but in a sense, it is in a sense because you have a subconscious and a conscious. Oh, I gotta be up on myself. I can't believe I done it. You doing shit you don't know why you doing it. So because you ain't up on yourself, you gotta be up on yourself. It's a vehicle where you have to sit and ride. You're the vehicle and you the guy driving. So you just sitting in your vehicle, whereas you is a split and you just letting it drive. You ain't grabbing onto the steering wheel. You gotta grab onto the steering wheel because you like, whoa, I'm just driving all over the motherfucking place. And it's self-operated, so you're just going to move in a direction in regardless. So you better grab on the steering wheel and aim it towards a direction that you need to be going in, because people sleepwalking out here and quite ready for the zombie apocalypse because they doing shit they don't realize they do. Why I do that? I can't believe I done that. Bro, this is you. You don't know what the fuck you do? This is you, nigga. How you don't know why you did this? You did this. Huh? Because you not over yourself. Okay? You not over yourself. You got to be over yourself. That means two people. You are two. I know that's crazy. Don't think of it as you two people, but I'm just saying you got to be over yourself. So in a sense, you like a third party looking over yourself. Every time you go to sleep, you're supposed to review your day. Third party. You gotta get outside yourself and envision the reenactments you had with whatever you did. You went to work, you social, you listen to what they said, you said, and you see, did they say it right? You said it right, you did everything right. You review your day. That's how you learn and get better. If you don't review your day at night before you go to sleep, how you gonna ever correct yourself? If you ain't gonna correct yourself in the moment, at least correct it at night. And then you see him the next day, you be like, you know what? I was wrong. My bad. I was wrong. Thought about it. People don't even do that shit. They make a wrong decision and keep doing it. But just like this transhumanism, because it's going to get nasty to where it's going to get nasty. It's going to get nasty. It's going to get nasty, nasty. But like I told you, transhumans, they're going to be upset because they got a lot of them. All of it. It's going to be a time where all of them going to be upset about the decision they made, right? And they're going to take it out on purebloods. They mad. They jealous. It's like you got selected to be in the gold club and they ain't no fucking bronze club. And they looking at you and it's graduation. They ain't looking at you pissed the fuck off. Cause I'd be pissed off if I took that shit and come and find out, oh, all this shit popping out. I'd be fucking pissed. Like, fuck, I do that for? That shit will be fucking with me forever. So it's gonna be people like they're gonna be mad and angry. Who you think he is? Blah, 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 blah. But there's gonna be some pure bloods gonna be getting dirty though. We gotta eat. You shutting us mandating and shutting us out these grocery stores. What you think gonna happen? You ask a transhumanism, can you go buy some groceries for me? No, man, get the fuck out of here. Go get the motherfucking vet, boy. You be like, I gotta eat. Fuck it. 211. But you might have to get dirty though. Don't have no conscience. Always have logic. If it's a flood up to here to where we can't, you can't do shit. You think logically I'm gonna be feeling guilty because I go in the store and steal something to eat to live the next day? You think a logical person gonna feel guilty about that? When you know you out there for 5 days and you ain't getting no help, you can feel that you're on your own. You're gonna feel guilty about stealing. Oh God, please forgive me for this. I'm about to steal. Really? People looking at you like you dummy. You better steal, you dumbass. What you praying to me for, dummy? How can how can he like dumb people? Man, come on, bro. You got a wife and kids, you got everybody in there. Robbers coming, you ain't a physical guy, so what? But if robbers come in your house, you gotta rise to the occasion, bro. It's your fam up in there. What you gonna do? What you gonna say? I should not kill. Fuck out of here, bro. You're logically dead. You gotta logically do this shit. It ain't about right or wrong. It's about logical. You on the physical planet. You on the slave planet. Time to wise up. This is the area of Aquarius where you at then. Why you still living in motherfucking wherever the fuck we was at? Because you supposed to be logically turning it up. Fuck emotions. Leave emotions alone. Emotions fuck you up. This place is hell. This is like you in hell. Talking about, come on, brother. Come on, sister. Oh. You get stabbed in the back. Wondering why, what the fuck happened. Anytime you help somebody, don't they stab you in the back? Man, realize where you at. It's already like that. That's the American way. Every man from the South. Look how when you drive, somebody don't even want to let you in and shit. They cut you off like if they think it's a race. It is a race. Race to get no motherfucking where. Because we are sheep in a fucking area. Your city is a fucking why they mapped everything. City, state, country. You in a city. Your city is your motherfucking herd location. Okay? That's why when you go to another city and you want to move, you gotta get registered for to another herd location. Cause they keeping track where you at, cause you are herd, you are sheep and cow, you are cattle. They no different than cows. You drive and you seen them all walking around. They got the gate going around it. Yeah, you know. Don't try to tell people the truth. I try to wake people up. They still stuck on religion. You gotta get off of that religion, dude. Okay? You gotta get away from it. They do some fuck shit. They got your head gone. You know, I be reading comments, man. I be like, I don't know, to be real mad sometimes or laugh. Sometimes I laugh. Sometimes I be kind of like, man, damn, like, oh baby, you know, like praying ain't gonna do shit for you. Nothing. Why you gotta pray for something that he already know that you need? That don't make sense to me, man. Oh, the city gonna tear your ass up. I wish I would. I'm in Detroit. You think I'm gonna be around this motherfucker? I'm not in the city. I'm in the burbs, but ain't nowhere to run. You gonna see them. You gonna see those folks at certain times. At some point, you gonna see those folks. Ain't gonna be ain't nowhere to run or hide. Where are you gonna run and hide at? I mean, yes, you don't make your situation better than what it is, for sure. But you gotta understand, you ain't no running and hiding per se. So don't think you just gonna be hiding. I hide, but I know I'm gonna be found soon. So it's just buy me some time to do whatever. So it ain't no really no hiding. If you wanna hide, how you gonna hide with you got your smartphone? I'm hiding, but you on Facebook. Like, dude, oh, they found me. Yeah, you on your phone, dumbass. You gotta toss your phone. Ain't no phones. You gotta toss your phone. Ain't no hiding, running. Ain't none of that shit. Your cell phone is how they track you. They only track targeted individuals on cell phones. Everybody else is zombie. Ain't gonna track a zombie for. We're gonna track them for. This is for the targeted individuals. All this is for you. You, the woke. The woke. This is for you. Zombie is a zombie. You don't need a surveillance of zombie. But woke people, they do. Woke people, they do. You know what I'm saying? This ain't for everybody. This is for you. This is test for you. This is all for you. Everybody in your world is a fucking zombie. Damn near. Everybody in my family, a zombie. God, if you on this channel, you're a target. Because you're a free thinker. Bottom line. Bottom line, they already got everybody ID on her. That's a part of the internet that people don't understand. This is for them to learn us. It's more than that too. And telling ourselves and know our location, know what we're gonna do. And they're even storing our personalities to put in a clone later. Because they don't come up with shit. They can't come up with nothing. They like to steal other shit. So why come up with a personality where we can just steal other people's and store your shit in a goddamn clone humanoid 10 years from now or whatever, or whatever. I don't know. That's what the internet is for, though. It's for that. It's one of the things it's for. But um, my man said he took the job and he started hearing voice to skull technology. Bro, I gotta get some proof on that shit. I need three more other people to say that that's happening to them for me to be like, okay, that's a little far fetched. He said that shit. He said after he took it, he started hearing voices in his head and a ringing in his ear, like it's some frequency, electricity frequency shit moving, working, or something like that. And he's going ham on TikTok. He going ape shit on there. He telling the whole thing. But everybody like, we fear for your life, bro. Like for what? Don't be scared. Yeah, the apps teaching that shit is. I'm glad you said that because them type of things, teachers they learn you too. Yeah, they learn you. They're there learning you and spying on you. Don't leave that out. They listen to everything. You ain't say Siri do this and do that. You just having a conversation. You think Siri ain't listening? Okay. Oh, go. So what's gonna happen when the FEMA camps? This is where a lot of I'm gonna make a FEMA camp video, and I'm gonna just say I'm gonna name it something, but it's gonna be you got broken down. It's gonna be some ghetto ass title like "Don't get broke down at the FEMA camp," like cause they're gonna try to break you. They're gonna use fear, everything. And I'm gonna tell you, it's very possible for anybody to land in one. That's all the water have to do is go above the knee caps. And that's a FEMA situation. You got the fires that's forcing you, a blackout for a long in the wintertime for my northern states. A blackout for a long period in the wintertime is a FEMA situation. It's gonna be cold as fuck. How you gonna stay cold? With no power. What you gonna do? Huh? Oh, I go with you to be warm. They don't want to hit the switch. What you gonna do once you get in there? They're gonna ask you. They're gonna let you eat a good ass fucking meal, sit back up, watch a little TV. And they gonna send one of their buddies out. They're gonna be like, they'll have a clipboard like, you gonna take the vac? No, I don't think I'm. No, I'll pass. All right, that's cool. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Then when it's allowed for people to leave and shit, you're gonna see certain people leave and some people not. You're gonna be like, damn, what are they handpicking motherfuckers? Then they're gonna be like, then you gonna get up and be like, you gotta be on the list to leave. And they be like, well, the list to leave? My name on the list? Let me see. Why my name on the list? Oh, you said that you didn't want to take the job. You gotta take the job if you want to leave here. Because we having a pandemic and it's all big and gruesome and shit. And we can't let you out. So you gonna go back and regroup. They let you go back and regroup, you be regrouped and shit like you gonna make entities gonna be throwing all types of thoughts in your head. Oh, what about your kids? Think about your kids, your job, your job. Oh shit, you gotta uphold this matrix thing. So you had to turn into a transhuman to uphold this matrix fucking illusion you want for. And it ain't gonna be worth it. Some people start having seizures after they, man, it's different effects and different things, but it don't matter how much money you got, man. Ain't nothing going. You always gonna want your health, bro. You ain't gonna be. You gonna be like, hey, Lady V, man. Yeah, man. They going in, man. They going in. They gonna let you work it out, and then you gonna decide. All right, I'll do it. Once they break you down, because jail is a psychological thing. You go crazy, you stay up in that motherfucker. That's why everybody who go to jail for a long time, they come out crazy. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Because it's the fact that you just got cut off to society in a room and shit for 10 years, and then they let you out. So, if you go to jail, if you go to the hospital, and if you go to the FEMA camp, anywhere, you ain't gonna be able to leave until you get the jab. Crime is gonna go up. Because the unjabbers gonna and the transhumans ain't gonna be looking out for the pure blood. They're gonna be like, you better go do what you gotta do so you can walk up in this motherfucker and buy shit that you need. Cause I ain't gonna do it for you. They gonna be getting kidnapped, getting they shit robbed. They gonna be getting robbed for their food. Stores gonna be getting robbed like the bank. The grocery store is gonna be getting robbed like the bank. Coming up in there with 5 guys with big sticks. Serious business. Everybody on the floor. We want this food. We gonna be thinking, what the hell is going on? We doing this over food. So it's going to be, and it's cute. It's very cute when I be watching TikToks and YouTubes over police officers saying that they're gonna keep it real. They're not gonna listen. He's a no jobber. That's why I take somebody with a high IQ to run to be a king or a leader or any type of thing like that, or a president or anything like that. Because you got to be the most aware. Okay. You can't have no fool unaware to lead your relationship or your community. He has to be the most aware. Okay. The most aware. That's the most qualified to lead anything. The most aware. He can figure out shit in real time, also when he thinks and plans. Okay. You can't have people up in there and don't know shit and they missing out shit. And you making a decision over a whole family or a community. So people need to realize in these moments when you hear stuff like this, you gotta separate them people. You gotta get them people up out of here. Go sit down somewhere and you gotta mean business when you say this. If you don't do it then, it's gonna be out of control later. So you gotta sit that down. We gotta go to war. We gotta go hit this lick. Ain't no fuck all that shit you talking about. What you talking about? Pray and God will save you. All that crap. I'm saving myself. Okay, because how in the hell you praying and thinking God gonna save you? What you the food is a food shortage. You in a FEMA camp. How the hell? Only way you praying is not gonna get you out on FEMA camp. Taking a jab will get you out one. Prayer do not work. It's you. You have to manifest. You can say to manifest like a prayer. You will have more success. Um, because when you are demanding the universe to do something, meaning AKA confident, that's when you're gonna get it. When you're begging, you're not confident. It's a setup. You're not confident, so therefore you're not going to be generating this godlike energy to manifest anything because you're praying. You're in a submissive energy. You're begging. You don't have no power. People who pray, I have way more power than people who don't pray. I come to places, I get things done. I move things, I do it. Guy praying ain't got started yet, and I'm finished. You know? So I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. With all due respect, I do not get why y'all do this shit. And I come to the conclusion you're scared. That's all. You scared. You scary people pray. You scared. That's what they say. You scared, go pray. You scared. He's messing with me, God. Please make him stop. No, you go make him stop. He'll probably tell you to go make him stop doing anything. He want to see what you gonna do. What character you got, if anything. If you that's how you want to speaking in your terms. Why you think he gonna help you? Like, I don't get it, man. I'm very confused about that, but um, you gonna have to get up in these in this war, transhumans against humans. That's what it is. You gonna have to do and become um you're gonna have to do things you never done before. You have to become something you're gonna have to adapt to the environment. And that's whatever the environment is, you gotta adapt to it. Can't be baking cookies in a zombie apocalypse. You're gonna have to get a knife and get out and kill some zombies too. Okay? Like you gotta adapt to your environment. That's it. There's nowhere around it. People who don't is going to be praying and they're going to find out it's not going to be working and they're going to be psychologically going crazy because that's what it's for you to go psychologically crazy because you're praying thinking that you're doing something that never worked and you keep doing it thinking it's going to change. You're praying to keep doing something and thinking keep doing something and expecting a different result is insanity. You pray 1,000 times, it's insanity because it's the same result. Nothing happens. You're talking to yourself when you pray. You're not. You're talking to yourself. Now, if you start seeing action behind your prayers, then I'll be like, all right, bet. But you're not. So therefore, you're talking to yourself. Okay, let's keep it real here. The world is fucked up, and the world is fucked up is because we're doing too much praying and sitting on our asses, saying these quotes instead of getting off our asses and doing this shit ourselves. We're praying too much. This is a physical construct. You shouldn't have to pray for anything here. You're a supreme being living through a human body vessel. The fuck is you praying for? What the fuck is you praying for? Pray for what? Wow. You already got shrunken. It's so many curses that shit that happened before we got to this point. That's how I can speak like this clearly. I do not I know. Okay. I know. I know. No, but um, like people when first hear this information, they be all like, it hits them like a bag of bricks, man. They be like, oh my God, oh, I can't take it. Bro, this is a crash course. You gotta get your feet wet. You gotta get your foot in the water. Somebody push this guy all the way in. You gotta get in, bro. This ain't what you thought it was. You're gonna be laid up like this, picket fence, live the good life. That's a lie. It's American dream. You are a slave. That's how they get production out of slaves because they make them think they can live a better life, which they never do. And they keep chasing this rat on the fucking wheel. That's how they get you. So, what's next? Can I get a cash out, please, at ALIBARNS? For sure. When you are woke and you are woke for a while, you start seeing the in betweens the seams in the matrix. And the God factor thingy, I already peeped that out a long time. It's a scam. It's a scam. I mean, nothing. What about the kids who get they blood drinking? They praying. Come on, man. Just off of that alone, be like, you ain't the fuck are you thinking about? You precious kids getting taken, black kids getting stolen, and come on, bro. What's going on? Getting sacrificed. Nobody in the Illuminati ceremony got punished for the wrong they did. They doing 1,000 times wrong. So if you versus your wrongs, they doing real wrong shit. They get to go to the next party and have fun. Stop that, man. Stop that. Cause we cause we got you got we gotta take them. We gotta check. You got we gotta do it. It ain't nobody gonna do nothing. The kid was crying for 2 hours straight before she got killed. Ain't no God help her. If you know your kid need help, you gonna wait for her. You ain't gonna help her until she asks you, or you gonna see she needs some new shoes and go ahead and hook her up with some new shoes, or you gonna let her walk with holes on her feet until she asks you. Hmm? Answer that question. You want to judge a good God? Well, just think of yourself as a good guy and see how would you do it. Not on everything, on certain things. Do it line up. I'm a good person. Things that line up with me, if I was the guy and the guy here, they don't line up at all. And I'm not trying to be mean, they don't. I'm just sorry, they don't. And I know the God of this world is not my God, clearly. So it's no, you don't feel no connection with God. Quit playing with yourself. You don't feel no connection with Him. This is an imaginary um placebo psychological fucking thing you growing through. Now I've been in some life situations where I was getting shot at and I ain't get one bullet hit me. Somebody will say, "Well, God was with you." Yeah, higher self, higher self. So remember I told you it was two people. And you gotta be over yourself. Well, you have a higher self too. So I don't want to get too confusing. So it's like, but I don't want to go on. I don't want to get too confusing with that. Um, to where um when you in like car accidents, like supernatural things that happen to you, you be thinking like, is God helping you? But that be your higher self. Cause your higher self know when how long you're gonna be here. And when you go through those situations, ain't your time to go, and your time is when your higher self decide to leave. And he ain't even ready to leave yet. And get you out that situation. Don't you remember that serious situation you've been in and you got out of it and you but when you was going through it, you felt like you was a fucking superhero, like you was feeling powered and this magical thing happened. That was you. I was in a car accident. Motherfucker was rolling over on the large freeway. That's the freeway always get everybody have accidents on that motherfucker. I was just like 20 years ago. I'm on the freeway. Well, just bought a car. I ain't checked the tires. Tires was bald. It was raining real bad. It stopped raining. Flow of traffic. I'm coming down the ramp, hitting it, coming down the ramp. And everybody just stopped. And when I hit the brake, man, I was just like, bah, 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 bah. I couldn't believe it. But after the accident, I looked at the tire. I was like, fuck, I ain't checked the fucking tires bald. If I would have known that, you don't bald tire, you hit the brakes, your ass slide. Especially on some water. You slide, I was slide easy, like it ain't shit. I was like, what? And I didn't close my eyes the whole time. I was in the accident watching myself roll over, like wasn't even bothered. I knew nothing was gonna fucking happen to me. When people run up to the car, their eyes was this big. They just knew I was fucked up. They was like, I was like, man, get off of me, man, get off of me. Hopped up out the motherfucking car. I had to crawl out the window. Hopped out that bitch. I did check to see if I was okay and shit. I was like, I'm good. Not a scratch on me. Wasn't worried. But you gonna need some of that. I say that to say this. I say this, everything is all linked together. I say that to say this because um when you are in heat, fight or flight, when you have fight or flight, that's the reptilian connection to your brain. That's how certain thoughts is not your own. In my video, some thoughts are not your own. Some thoughts. Well, you have this powerful thing that when you are in heat, when you in fight, you don't you know when you saw the Matrix and you saw when Neil was um dodging the bullets because he was in fight or flight. When you're in fight or flight, you can stop time. When you're in fight or flight, nobody else time matters. Your timing. When things are moving slow, like I was in the car accident, I was moving slow. I was in fight or flight. Even though I wasn't fighting or running, I was in fight or flight because my stance was fight or flight. Because I'm like, oh, I'm in a car accident. Oh shit! So I'm in fight or flight. And I move rolling over, and it's like I just knew nothing was gonna happen to me because I was in fight or flight. That's where the real power comes in at fight or flight. You can stop time and you can dodge bullets, just like what Neil did in that Matrix. I know that sounds crazy. It's because they were displaying a visual of stopping time through fight or flight. The flight was he was so scared because he see bullets coming at him. You can do magical things when you scared, and when you in flight mode or fight mode, you can do some amazing things. Amazing. You won't even know that's you doing it. Jumping over fences and you ain't even touching the fence. Like when you in fight or fight is where your real power is at, and you can stop time. Stop time. You can stop time just like that. Other people can see it too. I had somebody in the car with me, and he don't know nothing about all that stuff. And he said after the accident, he didn't have a scratch on him either. He said, bro, because once I hit the brakes, I said, man, this is some bullshit. And that's all he remembered. He said, when you said this is some bullshit, that shit lasted forever. It's like you was like, this is some bullshit. But I said it like, this is some bullshit. So I know that I slowed down time because we were coming fast. We started moving fast in the beginning of the accident, like the first half second, and then just slowed down, just like somebody like editing a video is going fast and then just slow it down at the good part. It's going like that and shit. And I was like, I wasn't even phased. It was like I was a god. I was up in that motherfucker going like turning over and shit. I'm watching the whole fucking thing. I ain't closed my eyes at all and looked at people. And when I unfocused out of that or noticed somebody was on the side of me and a crowd of people like, you okay, you okay? That's when I snapped out of the fight or flight. And I was like, whoa. I got out and I started twisting like that. Then it was a time where I was getting shot at. It was many years ago, like 20 years ago. And I was unfortunately getting shot at like 4 times and I didn't run. Stood right there and looking at the angle of the gun, I could have sworn I got hit, but I was in fight or flight. I don't know how I didn't get hit, but the gun was pointing at me. I just knew I was hit. I just knew I ate all them motherfuckers. Standing outside my car, he just drove up. Bop, 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 bop. Girl on the porch, standing on the porch. Probably the same age as me at the time. I was like 23, something like that. I just looked over to her like, I was still standing there. He drove off, still standing there. I'm looking at her, and she looking like, "You all right? You get hit?" And I shook out of it. And I look, I'm like, didn't have a motherfucking scratch on me. I knew I ate all of them. Nuts. I know you have power. Maybe I am the future Morpheus. I don't know. But I know one thing: you have power. In fight or flight, you can do a lot of things in fight or flight. And after a fight or flight situation, you go up a level. Believe it or not. In confidence, if you do it right, if you didn't back down or nothing like that, you know you're gonna be confident. You're gonna be like, "Yeah, I did it." You're gonna boost you up. Um, it's like a secret weapon, and you don't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Because you never use it. You know, and when you're using it, you're going through it. You're not using it, so you don't know if you can use it. You're just going through it. People go through their fight or flights. If they do something amazing out of that, they be shocked as fuck when they get home. And when everything calms down, they be sitting there like, that's the unlocking power I talk about. You're gonna need some of that when you get tested. It comes out when you really get tested. When you know your back against the wall, ain't nowhere to run, ain't nowhere to go, and you're not gonna run. That's when you start doing it. Right there. You step right into it. Remember when Neil was getting his ass whooped in the train station? He got up and shit, and the agent thought he was gonna run. And he was like, you know what I'm saying? That's that's when. um, you don't go around trying to trigger situations so you can do something like that. But when they come, and people really, it's people that see me in that situation, and they look at me like nobody else look at me because they witness a situation I've been in. You know what I mean? Um, it's stories of, I don't know how true this is, but it's a story that somebody came to, it popped out on Elijah Muhammad when he was doing a speech, after a speech. And you know how it's crowds and you walking back and you crowds of people asking questions and the guy just jumped out of nowhere like, bah, bah. There's rumors that it's witnesses that when he shot the gun at Elijah Muhammad, the bullet went to Elijah Muhammad's head. It was like a force field. It didn't even come close. It just went like boom. It came back and shot him. I don't know if that's true or not. So I don't know. I ain't never forgot that story, and it's just a story. And on some reason, I don't know why I believe that shit. Like even the bullet, like ricocheted. When you in your power, um, as time goes on, as Aquarius is Aquarius speeds up, because Aquarius is going to be fast. It might be fast. It might be through this lifetime. It might be like 15 years. I don't know for sure because we at the max already of consciousness. We getting up to the ceiling of consciousness. We're so dark of this physical construct. In this physical construct, when consciousness get too high, they reset the board. That means they bring a flood, like the flood you hear. Bring the flood. Oh, it's a flood that happened, but it was they killed the good people. It was they had to make new bodysuits. They had to kill everybody. We got new bodysuits for you. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't understand. But this shit is so fucking deep, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. So this is some real shit. But as time goes on, I'm gonna be unlocking some of those powers. It's kind of spooky in a way. It sounds unbelievable, but when I say it, it's gonna resonate with you. But when the consciousness get high, they reset the board. This time they're not gonna reset it. They acting like they're gonna reset it. It's going to be a reset, a financial reset. But they ain't gonna wipe the whole board. That's the reset I'm talking about when they did the floods. Like they destroyed they wiped the whole board off, started all over to rebuild a better matrix for them because the matrix wasn't working. They made the matrix too perfect at one point to where we dissed it. Like this shit fake. We don't want to do this shit. Then they made it too mean to where God was just too evil. They showed them, hey, yeah, I'm evil. Nope, we don't want to be here for that either. Then they came back. Oh, God is good. Oh, it worked. It clicked. That's how they do it. They do test studies. Oh, it ain't working. Wipe the board. Start it over. Blah, 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 blah. Build it up. Oh, all right. Boom. That's where all the civilizations come from. And that's why you don't learn shit from the other civilizations. They completely bury it because to keep you captured, they gotta let you know and only know that it's from us on this point on up. You ain't gonna know nothing that happened under there and none of that other shit. And that's how mind control starts. Make you think that you only have one life. You only come here. We the only ones that came up with vehicles and shit like that. It was other civilizations with airplanes, cars, engines, all types of shit, just like we did. So why did it get wiped out? We already had cars already. You keep starting over, starting over, starting over, starting over, starting over. Seven civilizations on the same fucking land. You can dig up all they fucking shit that they done in they motherfucking time. And you want to tell me we the first ones that created cars and airplanes and shit? This is for to keep you enslaved and trapped. Like if you got trapped into a house and got kidnapped, and after a while, the burglar tell you, the kidnapper tell you, and teach you a whole new religion. You start believing it. You know what I'm saying? As far as if they a kidnapper kept you, and these are true stories where a kidnapper kidnapped somebody, and they kidnapped for 10 years. In the fifth year, they believe the kidnapper love them and whatever he fed them. It's like, so therefore I say that to say that you could be programmed. That's all it is, a program. Oh, you said map? That's a whole nother the map that you see ain't even the map, ain't even a real map. The mind fuckery is so deep. Damn. The mind fuckery is so deep. For sure, they use religion for sure. Oh yeah. The laws, religion. Oh yeah. There's too many slavery quotes in the Bible, man, verses in the Bible, man. But it's about transhumans, man. And it's gonna get real nasty. I already broke away from the matrix. I always was like 1 foot in, I love the fact that I don't have one place that they know where I be at or whatever, like a house or whatever. Because you're gonna have to leave your house. Don't fall in love with your house or your place. You might have to get up and leave at the spare of the moment. And I advise you to buy a RV or a a van that you can at least get some sleep in that motherfucker. I'm talking about for emergency purposes. Go get you a van, get that motherfucker dicked out. You don't even got to be dicked out. Just make it to where you can have a bed and put you a solar panel on top, all that. You know what I mean? Because if you might have to relocate, you might have to do that. The only reason, it depends on what region you are in. If it floods, then your RV, anything you got is fucked. Unless you on higher ground, you got lucky, you in higher ground somewhere where it didn't flood at, then you good. But if you in a flooded area, you hit. That's a forest FEMA location. I mean situation. You in the fires, you can't get caught if the fire get on you, but at least um you can relocate. You can or you just can relocate. The main thing and the most serious common thing people don't think about is power outages. Now they go too long in all apartment buildings. It is law. You cannot, or hotels, you cannot be uh, at them locations when power been out for more than 2 weeks or something like that. A week or 2 weeks. I think it's a week. It's against the fire marshals. It's something that is law that you can't. So they would be kicking you out. Your apartment building be kicking you out. Hotels be kicking you out. Only people ain't gonna be kicking you out is the house. Like you own your house. Even the renter can kick you out. I mean, the owner can kick you out. So you want to have it to where you can have a temporary like getaway vehicle um at hand because you know what if you can't work or anything? You might have to sleep in that motherfucker. I mean, you need it. So it's good to have that. Get you a van or RV, fix it up piece by piece. As long as you get one, make sure the engine transmission is good. Everything will fall in line. Watch them van life videos. They doing some great, beautiful work on those remodels. They don't even cost that much. And I drive semi trucks, so I lived in a small space. I learned to live in a small space if I'm making money. But I did live in a semi truck, very small space, making a lot of money. But a lot of so I can live anywhere. There's no place. Um, I'm gonna buy a home, but it's gonna be a throwaway home. It's gonna be something that I know I'll shit hit the fan. I know I'll be out of that motherfucker like probably not ain't gonna be fully furnished type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some shit to where I can just lay my head at and keep all my my joints there to where I use one if I need it. You know, got a motorcycle. Um, this is my plan. I got some of these things, but this is my plan. RV, I got that. Van, I gotta get that. SUV, I got that. Car, get that. Uh, Motorcycle, I said right. A 10-speed bike that has the motor attached to it. You can put gasoline in there. You can ride the bike, or you can push the button and make it go like a scooter. It goes 30 miles per hour. That is very, very useful tool. Get you one of those. Get you one of them. Basically, that's it. Get you a RV, a van. If you get you a van, that'll be the most. If you just want to do less work and just want something, just get you a van. You know what I mean? Cause RVs are like big and more comfortable, but they more noticeable. A van you can hide and dip off into the woods and hide more better. So I would advise you get you a van. It could be a 1985 or it don't matter. Um, long as it goes when you need it to go, to where you can just you might have to sleep in that thing. It's going to a society. When the dollar crash, what you gonna do? When the dollar crash? There's so many scenarios that's coming up and coming to where you're gonna need vehicles like this. The dollar crash, what you gonna do? Power outage, what you gonna do? I'm talking about if it go out for like 2 months, what you gonna do? Or 3 months, 4 months, what you gonna do? FEMA will be at your door within 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, 2 weeks. You gotta come with us. National security. You can't sit in your house um, when ain't no power for too long. Now they can't. They can tell people and hotel people. They can tell them that all day. But a homeowner, they know they can't really tell that, but they're gonna try you. You just tell them I ain't going nowhere or whatever, but they're gonna try you. But the homeowners don't have to go nowhere. It's just the rules and stipulations of a place that they. It's really for people, a whole lot of group of people that's in one place, like hotels and apartments. So it's a little bit understandable, but you in a single home, they're gonna try to run that on you. You don't have to leave if you in your home. But if you don't own a home, anybody can tell you to leave. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no say over that. So all right, I'll hop in my van and I'll be bouncing, or my RV and I'm bouncing. You know what I'm saying? Have you more than one vehicle? Buy you one of those. Buy a eye for a stove for cooking. Buy you a portable shower that costs $30. Just put it in a bucket of water of your choice. It goes up, a little motor that pumps it up, and it comes over your head like that. So, hmm, losing weight or something. But get you a portable shower, portable stove with 1, 2 eyes, a battery saver type of thing. Charge your phone where you can charge that, then these can charge all your phones, or eventually get you a solar panel. You can buy a solar panel and throw that sucker. They got all kinds of kind that folds, the kind that stay straight. Throw that sucker in the basement. Cause what if all power cut off for like 3 months, 2 months? At least you could charge your phone up or charge something up. I want to be charging on phones though, cause phones ain't gonna be working. Only time you're gonna be using your phone and charging your phone to play games on it that you downloaded already. That's all your phone gonna be used for. You ain't gonna be able to use no phone when the power is out anyway. But you can charge up a lot of things with that. Um, it's just some things you just gotta think of. It's the mindset and things that you have to prepare for because they're getting grimy with it. Never fails. They're getting grimy with it. Every time I'm doing a live, it be a bug just come out of nowhere, materialize and just fly around. And it's only for distractions. I was about to say something that distracted me from saying it, just to give you something in real time how the matrix work. When you try to do something that don't benefit them, it's things that's already in the network that start forming, like your stage, your surroundings, like where you go. Um, they set the stages up sometimes to make you look like I don't know, embarrass you or make you look funny or make you look gaslight you or really try to hurt you. So you gotta be looking out for that, man. They got agents all around. You might not think an agent ain't listening to you, but pretty sure they is because when you're woke, this is all for the woke. They're not following zombies. They following the woke because they don't like you because you woke. So they're gonna listen to what you gotta say and hear what you gotta say. You have to come to the understanding that your life is an open book and you don't give a fuck if they look or listen. Who cares? Who gives a flying fuck? Your life must be miserable if you looking at my boring ass life. Have fun. That's what they say, but I don't follow science. All that comment, see, I don't believe in a science. Science is a lie too because they program us through science. Too, also. Um, I don't believe in comets. That's just a fear factor technique. Hit with meteors, hit with this, all that. That shit's fake. If we're on a flat earth with a dome over ourselves, how can anything come inside here? It's not. They will make it look like it's a comet coming through here though. And it'd be a regular ass fucking missile hitting the ground and shit. And they say it's a comet, and then you believe it's a comet, but it's not a comet. That shit is fake. No comet hitting this motherfucker. None of that shit. It's fake. Well, how they describe outer space, it's not what it is. It's not what they say it is when they explain space. Oh, it's rocks flying and comets. No, man, fuck out of here. If that's the case, how did y'all fake the moon landing in on the moon? Why did y'all fake that? You can pull up the video, you can see the string and shit got the guy bouncing up and down. So right, that tell me y'all motherfuckers ain't been nowhere. What the fuck? That's all it's common sense. Y'all ain't been nowhere. Let me tell you what astronauts do when they act like they going out of space. They shoot up. That's why you see they shit like this and not never like this. Supposed to be going straight up. It start off like this, and that bitch just start going just like this, man. Cause you know why? Cause it's flying on the other side, then it's landing. They acting like they still in space. They going to space. No, they're not going to space. Cause the motherfucker be going like this. How's going to space sideways? I mean, you gonna be going straight up, like how it start off at. Then you start going like this, man. You stay looking at it, they're gonna be flat just like this at one point. You're like, whoa, bro, you going up or going that way? Whoa, whoa. But oh shit, hold on, y'all. Yeah, I gotta get up out of here, man. I hope y'all show love on the Cash App, man. I need a miracle. Cash App at ALIBARNS if you can. I really appreciate it. But ain't too much else to say. My next video is going to, I don't know what it's going to be. I always say that shit and be something different. But I'm bringing the heat. I'm bringing the heat. I'm bringing the heat. Um the mandates are getting it's getting physical. We're getting more, and we ain't even got started. It's going to get worse because we're going into the season, to the flu season. It's going to be cold, and they're going to be hyping that shit up. There's going to be a new variant out there, more deadlier, more dangerous, and it's going to be pushing the There's going to be pushing. They're going to be pushing the envelope like even more, and it's just going to be watching television is going to be. You shouldn't be watching it anyway, but it's gonna be so fucking sad because you're gonna see the transhumans versus purebloods like every day. Like you're gonna be seeing the jab and no jab debate in situations here on out. It's just gonna, you're gonna get tired of it. You're gonna be sick of seeing it. Anytime you turn around, like the basketball players. Oh, Washington ain't get vaccinated, so he can't play. Oh, so what? We don't want to hear about that shit. I don't want to hear about that shit, bro. Because you ain't doing nothing but trying to influence me. Like, oh, I should do it then, or whatever. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that shit. Still a personal choice. So if they don't think it's a personal choice, we must be out their personal ass mind. Until then, hit the cash app up, man. I'm out, man. Peace. I'm gonna come hard next time.